Because if you don't know that you can step out of thinking by simply shifting your attention from your thinking to your inhalation and exhalation of your breath, you're always trapped in thinking. We have a question here from one of our viewers. It says, simple question, short question. Why is everyone so negative? Good question. Well, most of the population is still completely identified by thought, which connects with their emotion, which makes them feel a certain kind of way. So if even 50% of your thought process is negative, it will bleed into your life situations and your interactions with other people. At 50% of negative thought process, it kind of shows on the face. If you look around at people, okay, that may have been necessary, it may not have been necessary. Most times, driving, it's kind of necessary. I don't really use the horn that much unless it's absolutely necessary, because the mind isn't that negative anymore. It very well used to be. If 50% of the thought process is negative, it connects with that emotion, which makes you feel negative. Now, let's say 80% of the thought process is negative. Then it begins to show on the face. This is the natural state of most people's face. If you observe human beings, you will get some people who have it's a little rare. And when I do see people like that, I ultimately almost instantly realize it may be nice, it may be okay to speak to that person. But you get the other person that you're walking past on the sidewalk, and if they already look like this, you probably don't want to. Why is everyone so negative? It's because they're identified with their thought process. They haven't went deeper than their thought process. Of course, it's not mainstream. It's not on Fox News. It's not on NBC, ABC, that you don't have to live that way. So most people are still there. We can say there's a higher state of consciousness or a deeper state of consciousness where you don't identify your thought process, some collective thought that's just here and it comes to you. You don't identify that with yourself. You see the thought and you see what you can do with the thought, because you can always reconstruct thought. You can always change thought. You can always just dismiss thought. But most people don't know that. So they go about their life having all these thoughts and identifying with them. Then it shows on their face. It shows in their interactions. It shows in their ability to do things. They get upset and frustrated when things don't go their way. So with the 80%, 90%, 95% negative thought, they have no choice but to be negative. So in that case, in that sense, you don't take it personal. Say, for example, like here, I make these videos and occasionally it'll be someone come in with some negative thought identification thought that comes through them. And they can't help it. They don't know anything else. So do I take it personal? No. Do I respond to it? Sometime. Um, do I respond to it by saying, well, you can go beyond? No. At that point, they are in the negative thinking. They don't want to step out of it. Otherwise, they'll be listening to what we're saying here and they'll be asking questions like this viewer did to go beyond it. Because I assume that this questioner has had some negative thinking. We all have. And they're asking, in a sense, to maybe ask for themselves, but maybe couldn't get themselves to actually say, I have negative thoughts about situations and people in my life. Can you talk about going beyond it? They may not be able to say it that way, so they may just leave it neutral, which is good. You don't have to, it's very good to admit it. It takes you deeper, quicker, but that's very good the way you asked. It's neutral. A lot of people probably would want to hear that with all the negativity going on in the world. But ultimately, for yourself, don't take it personal. When the other person expresses it, don't take it personal. Say you tried to do something, you're trying and trying and it won't work. You're trying and you can't do it. It failed, and your mind starts to become negative. Oh, I'm no good. Oh, I should have did this. Oh, how can I get this? It's so easy. Don't take it personal. See that the negative thoughts come, but you don't have to believe deeply, completely in them. You can step out of thinking. You can allow thinking to come. It comes either way, and you can be aware of it. Bring your attention to your inhalation and your exhalation of your breath. Follow that. And you might even notice that the thought, what was I thinking? Because it goes away when you don't give it energy. Now, if you give the negative energy, the negative thoughts energy, guess what? More negative thoughts come. They're feeding on your mind, which happens to most people. Because if you don't know that you can step out of thinking by simply shifting your attention from your thinking to your inhalation and exhalation of your breath, you're always trapped in thinking. And that's how so many people become very negative, because they're continuously trapped in thinking. So they want to think negative about the thinking, even. When thinking is a wonderful thing, but it doesn't have to take you over. If you allow it to take you over, you're not there anymore. It's just the thinking. So occasionally, when you notice for yourself, just say it. Why am I so negative? This person won't move, or whatever it is. The traffic is, and your mind becomes negative. Why am I so negative? And then step out of thinking. Look around a little bit. Follow your breathing with your attention. And you may notice for that moment, the negativity may go away. Now, the next time you're driving and someone cuts you off, it may come back. Yes, it will. But again, notice that, oh, this is what thought does. It comes and goes. It comes as a negative thought, it leaves. It comes as a positive thought and leaves. So, is it better to think positive? Yes and no. Yes, because it's better to think positive about the things around you, but at the same time, it's still identifying with thought. So, I think I did a little video if you want to go and check it out there. It's called neutral thinking. Neutral thinking, where it's not really negative, it's not really positive, it's neutral. And I think an example of that, neutral thinking, would be someone comes up, slaps the camera down while I'm talking. And I can be, negative thought will be, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay? Identify with that. And the positive thought can be, oh, that's okay, I'll just pick it up. Okay, positive, negative. The neutral thought would probably be something like, hmm, interesting. Pick up the camera. Very minimal reactivity, very minimal resistance. Keeps you at peace. It's no need to identify with either. Not even the neutral thought, because it's not really much there for the neutral thought. Nothing to really feed on for the other person or the situation. But ultimately, most people are identified by thought, identified by their emotion, and they don't know it. So it's really nothing to take personal. It's just as long as you know it for yourself, you won't do it to anybody else. Think negative about them, make them feel a certain kind of way. Someone gets in front of you in the traffic or in the store, you may just realize, oh, they may have not gone deep enough to know that we should have respect and compassion for each other. Neutral thought. Simple. Thank you for joining me.